I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Denver Broncos and our home team. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and our home team. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
The children will grow, and it's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the NFL's most valuable player from 2015. It's Cam Newton.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Good plan.
On first down, Newton. And open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. For Sutton, the receiving numbers from last week's game. 7 catches, 108 yards. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay.
Get the money,
and
man.
this lines up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And let's look quickly here at the Denver offense.
And they're coming off a good win on the road last week, but they do know that they have a home game next week. So all the focus has to be, can they get a second win on the road and make going home that much sweeter? That's the intention in this ball game.
From the 39, Newton.
Let's go, Rick. Let's go, Rick. Show me why I made you the first pick in Las Vegas history.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft
process
was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full.
Show me why we lost out on the safety. Show me. We needed a bully.
3rd and long. It's Newton.
We needed a bully, man. Let's go.
Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground.
See you, Tanner.
And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
Man.
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing.
You got time to play games. You got to build it. Got to build something special here in Vegas, man.
For them in this one.
So now it's the Raiders' turn to go on offense for the first time.
Let's go,
They're
DC.
led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
I guess we have to nickname
Let's
him
go,
the
DC.
Or something
After
like
last week.
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out
and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
He said a rip that open up.
The roof.
Oh, yeah. I got the retractable one.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
I'm gonna check that, bro.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. From the corner, Jimmy Smith blitzes for the sack.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun.
You gotta hold that block. Come on, bro. We just brought you in here, man. We need you to hold the fucking block. Come on, Josh. What?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun now for Carr.
Oh my God, man. Von Miller, of course.
Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey.
Break his fucking ribs.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And look at the defensive starters now for the Raiders. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, all right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple touchdowns. We got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Come on, Damien.
Newton to throw.
Come on, Damon. I just called your name before the play even started. Come on, Damon. Let's go. They didn't believe in you. Let's fucking go. Tell them, come on. They didn't believe in you, man.
Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You bring back great memories.
Let's go, Rugg. Get it in there, Rugg.
A lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one
Let's go, Rugg.
but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that
Look at that roof open up top, man. That shit is beautiful.
For us, it was Oski. Okay,
Yes, sir. It's a beautiful day in Vegas today.
Teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be
Too many syllables.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. This quick pass complete.
Oh, let's go, Zay. I see you, Zay. Let's go.
23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completely.
Oh, yeah, let's get it. Let's get money, Zay. Let's get money.
Credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton.
No fucking way. And this nigga goes to the house.
Into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from
I feel the flow. He's starting to become something.
It's not going to be a great thing.
Ooh-wee. It's getting real.
So finding a way to harness those nerves.
They gonna hate us. They gonna hate us.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
That ain't right.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 74 yards.
And what we just saw there was exactly what they need against this defense. Big plays. They were able to pick up a first down on that one.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
Yes, Jones, that's what I'm talking about. They get into the Raider way. Get into the Raider way, man. That's why they got Muhammad fucking Wilkerson, Jarrell Casey. They got a fucking squad in Denver. What the fuck?
This unit needs to make because
that's the fuck going
they know
on.
that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On play action. Now Carr. And the Broncos get there and take him down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Watch the shit. Check. Raider 1. Bravo.
Working from the gun, it's Carr.
Oh my God. Von fucking Miller's killing this nigga.
Von Miller able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. These two teams all tied after 1. From the 25 on 2nd down. Newton got Gordon open, completes it. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the 1st round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future All-Pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago. Really, it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
Crazy.
There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Carr gonna throw.
Get the fuck out of here. 4 niggas and one of him? Shit is crazy.
That running a screen pass is similar to acting 101 for your offense because you've got to show something different and create extra space for linemen to chase the quarterback in order to create extra room for the receiver to catch the football and maneuver upfield. In this case, they'll give a lot of credit to the defense. They communicated well. You can hear them talking to each other on the field, and they reacted and knocked it away.
A Raider first down, 17 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
And then this league right here,
bro, a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side.
This is crazy.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try to get the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because bring in your tight end, keep him in.
Von Miller,
have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun. Carr trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot, and if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there, and sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The pass there complete to Sutton, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
RPO, that was an RPO play right there. He was fucking hands off.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Understand, we all over that shit. How are we getting so far to the field? Get the fuck out of here.
Sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton.
Get your money then, Rooks. Get your money then, Rooks. The 2 rookies, man. Quit playing.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick.
Exactly.
His first NFL sack. I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on.
Got to be an impact player.
I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
Hey, let this nigga take off like track legs.
Comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line.
Oh, my God.
So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people...
And he'll take it
Hey, man, that shit looks so real.
Denver score. Cam Newton with his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Broncos push further out in front. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback.
Hey, where you see that say 16
Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep.
Bleach. Wow, they got my nigga doing flips and shit.
Ultimately would have been, and he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Definitely.
The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two.
Mushed this nigga like he was nothing.
Finish off the drive.
Are you fucking kidding me? This nigga turned down went out like
finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That shit hurt.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way, work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
That's going to be caught by Richardson. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Yeah, I don't see that.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Carr now to throw.
Oh my God! He made throw a badass pass like this.
By Jimmy Smith.
Oh my God!
43-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Denver?
Just
Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. He does have the 1 interception, Charles, but I think that's been more than offset by the 3 first-half touchdown passes.
I would agree with you. There is a blemish, but when you've thrown 3 touchdown passes to try and erase it, that's a little bit better than the ratio that all NFL coaches are seeking from their quarterbacks, and he's giving it to them.
They'll take the 3-1
every single time.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he will find his man on the outside. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence.
And the Raiders have got him. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing is Newton. Able to get this to Gordon.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 3rd down, Newton, he's got his big tight end, Fant. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Watch the 694.
To throw his car. And this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see.
Welcome to Las Vegas, Rick.
They'll put it down right at the 40, so call
oh my God, good shit, Rick.
This has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we will
fucking
skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee and they'll start at the 25.
Set this shit up.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
Oh, my God. Like, how do we get to him?
This is a really important
shit is crazy.
We often talk about teams scripting
y'all let these
plays to
niggas
start
do
a game.
every fucking thing.
To start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get
these
them into
niggas
the
is
end
just
zone
falling on the ground. That shit weird as
We'll see
fuck.
if that script is a good one for them. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Right, how all of that, we're killing them with numbers and we get a fucking yard.
Now a handoff.
But he don't block him at all.
This
This is
be backed up to the 24.
Oh my God, this is so annoying.
And it's third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran
right
pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
That shit is crazy, how they just don't let these niggas cross, bro. That shit is crazy. I just never seen how they just can't let niggas cross. That makes no fucking sense.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so
Oh,
maybe
he
a
got
second
up.
half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong
play
door
LA.
and running into your pool
week
instead
2,
of running
in
out to the
LA. Thank you.
field. A real dozen
Has that happened to you before?
And I hope
No,
they
but I've
got
heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. On second down now, it's Lindsey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
From the gun on third down, Newton. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage is excellent downfield.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will get the lead up to 14. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro.
Get up there, Renfro.
7 yards there and a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Here's Carr to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That nigga just goes
I think you
nooping out
understand
of
the
this
type of
fucking
afternoon
world.
this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, 734. Get well done, though.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 9 yards on the gain there, so he got half of it back, and it'll be 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And it's a fumble, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run it.
Why is he not blocking him?
Yeah, running room scarce.
This shit is a
my
gosh, bro.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage.
This shit makes no sense. This nigga just running by this nigga.
Throwing on 2nd down. Carr. And that is incomplete here.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
36. No. 29.
Operating from the gun. Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
93. White Monday. Go.
They do go for it. It's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the 2nd half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense, maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? You want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling good.
From the 39, Newton. This is the tight end fan. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
No title pressure, no
that one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Where's the pressure at?
Now Newton on first down.
He said,
Over the middle by Fan.
It's like every right play, bro.
We're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
Like they
While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. That first down completion only netted him 3.
The computer IQ is at all Madden status. That's why they be killing like that.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. To throw on third down, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there. I do it.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Carr.
They made me throw the ball straight to the fucking corner. This is crazy.
Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. Now Gordon on first down. Fights off the defender. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback.
It's not a pick, though.
Yeah, pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
So you tell me they gave them the pick.
Here off the bootleg.
Yeah, what do they want to do?
He'll run it.
Why is that not a fumble?
7. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Newton.
That's crazy.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Troy Fumagalli, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos push further out in front. They have the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Not a pick, though. Excuse me.
The fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a run on first down.
He's unblockable. He's a rat. He's unblockable. In a running game, pass game, anything, he's just unblockable.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's
Can't
able
do
to
shit.
diagnose the run and flies it like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. There he goes, right side. Touchdown.
There's my home.
A great effort there.
He said it
passer.
The speed, even though it looks like a little.
Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Shotgun now for Carr.
Look at that. That shit is crazy. 45 is a fuck. Oh my
Tough
God.
Good pass hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
Every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
On the table.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Another run by Lindsey. Fights through and now a crease. He's got a convoy and he might be gone.
God,
the
man.
20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Sheesh.
And now here come the Raiders. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Carr. Nowhere to
This shit is crazy, dog. That shit is ridiculous, bro. Shit is so fucking sad.
We've been around this league for
Run the screen, he gonna be all over that shit too as well. Like, it's just dumb.
the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good
Shit
beating
is
out there.
ridiculous.
With the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
See, man, this shit is crazy. Nigga, one person
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll get this one way out just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Wow.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr.
This
And
shit
that
is so
is
sad, my
incomplete.
nigga. This is
A lot
ridiculous.
of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Carr.
That badass throw they making him throw. Man, this shit is retarded, man. Give him a fucking throw. Just putting it right on the fucking receiver, bro. What the fuck is going on? Shit don't make sense. No pressure, no nothing. Why is the throw so bad?
As you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. Complete. Richardson has it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. No reason not to try it there. They do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. And that's exactly what they got done.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 26. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
No block shedding, nothing going on. Should have done. These niggas play league. My niggas gonna play
Gritty
stupid.
run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. He's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
That's crazy, man.
Now a carry for Lindsey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Broncos, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And
Time to get my party started, man. Buccaneers.